I have been explaining nonstop to all my coaching clients what is this stupid term called SEO and why is it important for this tool called Tubebuddy on the platform called YouTube. So I just want to share with you guys all of the way that I've been explaining to all my coaching clients so I can help them to dramatically increase the views on their YouTube videos and to make sure that they're not wasting a lot of time, effort, and energy with their YouTube videos and they're creating income. So let's break down. We're going to start with what is SEO and why does anyone care? So if you're a coaching client of mine, I did create an 8-page document where I've spent the last literally 2 years trying to understand what SEO is and why is it important to us as real estate agents. And I've interviewed the top experts in the world, the Tony Gilberts of, Hypewire.com, one of the top SEO expert in the world. I've spent time talking to Ben Bestoke of Sierra Interactive, which is the most powerful website SEO in the real estate industry. So I've talked to the best of the best in the world. And most of the people that are really technically savvy have no idea how to explain it to us and to help us to make any sense of what the hell they're talking about. So I'm just going to give you the basics, and then I'm going to tell you how Tubebuddy is the killer tool to help you go back, optimize, number one, your old videos that are underperforming, and then number two is how to actually create your next videos. So we got a lot to cover. Let's get into this. So first and foremost, what is SEO? And I was talking to some great clients in the Bay Area today, and they're PhDs, very brilliant people, and they're just like, well, it's this, that, and I said, no. I said, here's what it really is. For you and I as real estate agents, here's what we need to know. It starts with consumer behavior research. Hold on one second. Consumer behavior research. What am I talking about? What does our perfect customer, what do they type into Google when they're looking for more information about our product and our service? It starts with consumer behavior research. What are they typing into Google? And how does that work? Now, the big problem with SEO, search engine optimization, which still, I hate that phrase because it doesn't mean shit to me, right? But yeah, I understand consumers, they search these things, and my perfect customer goes and they search and they're looking for information and want to learn more about this product or service that I offer, right? So what I found out within the SEO is there's these research tools. Tubebuddy, it's a research tool. It'll actually tell you, hey, what are people searching? Now, the top SEO experts are really good at understanding what people search, and they're really good at trying to figure out what the keywords are or the keyword combinations. There's a stupid term called long tail keyword. Who came up with that? Of course, I'm an engineer, as you would all know, right? It's a combination of words, keywords, right? The difference between home and the difference between home for sale. Home for sale in city name. Long tail keyword, home keyword, home for sale, keyword phrase. Who cares? You get the picture. But what is important for you to be aware of is there's a big difference. And when I started digging into some of the research tools, there's a difference between how many people search home for sale versus how many people search for house for sale or property for sale or condo for sale. And so consumer research behavior helps me to understand that more people are actually going to search home for sale than house for sale. Now, why is that important? Because step one in SEO, really the strategy, is to understand that, hey, if I optimize a piece of content, a video, for home for sale, I'm going to have the greatest chance to get that video in front of lots of people. But if I accidentally wrote in house for sale, there's just going to be less search volume. So I'll get less views. So the big technical nuance where everybody screws it up and where these big SEO experts make it happen is they just understand consumer behavior research. They know how to go find the right term in the right way that the consumer searches it so that they can optimize the content for the highest amount of search volume so that they can increase the amount of exposure that the content gets to the perfect customer. So, I hope you're tracking. If you're hearing this for the first time, don't worry. Man, I've been explaining this over and over for months with my great coaching clients. So don't worry about it. Now, let's go to step 2. Now that you kind of understand some of the basics here, but really understand the fundamental principle. Top SEO experts, what they actually do, and this is the opposite of what we do as real estate agents. As real estate agents, we're like, hey, I created this great content. Well, why, I put it onto YouTube. Why is no one seeing this? Top SEO experts, they start with the research. They go, oh, look how many people are searching this term. My perfect customer searches this term. And then they create the video content for the term. It's the opposite of what we do in real estate. We're create the content and go, well, how do I promote the video so someone would actually watch it, right? Now, see, so this is where now let's go to Tubebuddy. And this is where Tubebuddy kicks in because Tubebuddy has a keyword research tool. And so if you go and you look and do some keyword research tool, so take your city name and type it in, okay, whatever the city name is. Then type in the city name homes for sale. Then type in the city name, the keyword phrase moving to. Type in the keyword phrase buying in. Type in the keyword phrase living in, right? So living in city name, right? Start playing around with the keyword research tool. And what Tubebuddy will say is they'll say, hey, this is a good one, meaning there's a lot of search volume, there's a low amount of competition, so this is a good choice on YouTube if you were to create a video. See, that's why I like Tubebuddy. By the way, use my affiliate link to Tubebuddy down below. Just get the $20 per month version, right? I make like $3 if you use my link, so thank you. I appreciate that. But you know, the reality is it's definitely worth it. Okay, so now there's a video topic planner in Tubebuddy. So if you find a topic, you're like, oh, look at this. Then Tubebuddy says, yeah, for your channel, this keyword title has a lot of search volume and low competition, and it'll say, this is a good video for you. It'll say, this is an excellent video for you to do. Then now you're like, cool. Then you can go down to the right and you can click, you know, that you could add this to your video topics for later. And now you're operating more like a pro SEO content marketer. You're finding the highest value search term, and then you're creating the content, and then you can go optimize the video. Now let's talk about Tubebuddy optimization. Okay, so a lot of you, if you created a lot of videos, and I'm doing this now for a bunch of my coaching clients, right? I told them to give me permission and make me a manager on their channel, and I'll go in, get tubebuddy.com, get that $20 a month version, and I'll just go in and I'll optimize for them and I'll show them some things. And what I've noticed on my YouTube channel is literally in the last 30 days, I went back to all of my old videos and I realized I was totally screwing up the title and the description and the tags, and I didn't know what I was doing. I just put a bunch of videos up, hoped someone would watch it, exactly what all of you agents did. I thought that I had some good content. And I was like, well, let's see. I put a weird title, I put a funny thumbnail, and put some words in the description, put some weird tags, and I was like, I hope this works. And it did. Perfect case in point on this one, guys, is today I was like looking at my old videos, and I was like, I have a really important video. Okay? And I was like, there's no views on this. I put that video up on my Patrick Ferry Coach YouTube channel like back in January. And I was like, what is the deal? Right? Why is this video not getting any views? Here's the topic. I actually have a very valuable insight on how to get your offer accepted over the competition. See, the backstory of this is, as a coach for Tom Ferry, right, I have anywhere between 7 to 10 Bay Area, Silicon Valley, San Francisco to San Jose, East Bay, coaching clients at any given moment for the last 7 years. And in those marketplaces, they've always been low inventory, high buyer demand. Every time someone writes an offer, they're in competition. Every time. It's actually rare if you wrote one offer and a property sat on the market for like 45 days. Really rare. Okay? So I've been coaching agents on how to write offers that win against the competition and how to do buyer consultations that were really high level to help educate a buyer to write a over $200,000 offer and remove all contingencies and like be a very high risky offer. I've been coaching that for years now. And so I found a secret ingredient. So this ingredient, watch the video, okay? Then watch the video. This ingredient, if there's 3 offers and all 3 offers were exactly the same, this one ingredient would be the difference that would have your offer win against the competition. So when I was thinking about this over the last 2 weeks, I was like, I don't know why this video with this important content that now that every agent across the country in the United States is dealing with this low inventory, high buyer demand, they're writing multiple offers nonstop and they're getting beat out, and most people are not used to this, right? So I was like, this video is super important. Why is it not getting any views? Then I opened up Tubebuddy. And I went to Tubebuddy, I went to the Keyword Research Planner tool. And I was like, well, what's the phrase? What's the consumer research phrase that the agents out there right now in the United States, what are they searching? How are they searching for the answer to this question of how to do this? And so then I started going, all right, well, let's take a look. So I went into Tubebuddy and I was like, how to write a winning offer. And then it was like, now, no one's searching that. I was like, darn it, okay. How to write winning offers. No. Okay. How to win your offer in low inventory. No. I was like, right? So I was getting frustrated and I typed into the Tubebuddy keyword research tool and I was like, how to get an offer. And then all of a sudden, TubeBuddy said, hey, here's some different options. And it showed, when you go into Google and it shows you these, you kind of type in like, Patrick Ferry, and then it's like Patrick Ferry Coach, Patrick Ferry Trainer, Patrick Ferry Tom Ferry, right? Like starts to kind of predict a bunch of things. So TubeBuddy does that when I was typing this in, and then I saw it. There it was. And I was like, how to get offers accepted. I'm like, of course that's the phrase, how to get offers accepted. So just today, I went back to that video that I did in January and I opened up Tubebuddy. And then in Tubebuddy, there's a thing called SEO Studio. And I opened up SEO Studio and then SEO Studio opens up on top of my video and it says, starts with, what's the key word that you're going after? So I typed in how to get offers accepted and hit submit. And then it opens up SEO Studio on the video that I did. And it showed me, and that's like, let me guide you through how to optimize this video for the title, the description, for the tags, for that keyword. And it walks you through a tutorial of exactly what to do. Now, since I've been doing this, going into SEO Studio and going back to all of my old Coach YouTube videos and thinking first, consumer behavior research. What do real estate agents actually search for? And then I was like, oh, that's the term. So then I optimized, I put it in, hit submit, change the title, change the description, change the tag, redo it, look back at my thumbnail. YouTube or Tubebuddy will show you all your competition. And so you can see the competition. You can see their title, their description. You'll see their, how they have it positioned. And now you're like, okay, cool. I could see what mine looks like compared to the competition. See, my friends, this is actually what the game of SEO is. The game of SEO is, do you, my real estate agent friends, do you have some wisdom and some knowledge about questions and queries and about topics that your perfect customer is interested in right now? And if you do believe you have knowledge, then you need to start with the consumer behavior research. What are they actually researching right now? What is the way that they actually type it into Google? If you figure that out, then, my friends, create the content, optimize your video, and then you will enjoy all of those views that are available to you right now. This is the game, my friends. So, if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, use my Tubebuddy link down below, and I make $5. I'll happily buy you a coffee or a beer at the Tom Ferry Success Summit that's coming up in October. Yay! Finally, we get to go to an event in Dallas, Texas. So look forward to seeing you guys there. Give me a high five. Let me know what's been happening with your view count. And if you're my coaching client, I look forward to seeing you over there. Make sure you guys get registered. If any of you guys are interested in talking to me more about coaching, training, anything, just let me know. Make sure you guys jump into any and all my playlist on how to convert more buyers and or how to get listings. And then I'll put in the video right here for the how to get your offer accepted. So check that out. You guys have an awesome day.